Sometimes I step back and wonder, is the problem with me? Do I just not know how to explain myself well enough? Is that why nobody understands me? But then I watch my video back, and I get the point, and a lot of other people get the point, and then I listen to someone respond to the points, and they completely miss the fucking point, and mishear half of what I say. What do you know? It's the usual story. So this idiot fuckboy ForneverWorld decided to make a response video to my video about anime streaming services. Him and about half of anime Twitter who completely flipped shit about something that I never said, or I don't know what the fuck they're freaking out about, dude. This is not supposed to be a controversial video. I don't think anything I said was particularly difficult to understand or should be, difficult for these fucking people to process. What I said in this video is that the anime streaming services that are legal and cost money offer a worse product than the free, illegal streaming services on the internet. And therefore, it's their fault that people are going to those illegal services. It's Netflix's or Amazon Strike's fault, or even Crunchyroll's, and I think Crunchyroll's fine. I like it as a service. It's their fault that people will go to Kiss Anime because they're not providing a better service than Kiss Anime. And if they want people to come to their service, they need to offer something better than what's for free. And their justification for why they don't offer something better can't be because it's morally right, because it's legal. Because guess what? No one gives a fuck. The only people who give a fuck are these zealots, like ForneverWorld, who just, want to get up on their fucking moral high horse and continually repeat to the world, you gotta support the industry, while their audience doesn't honestly give a fuck. And is not, they're using these fucking pirate sites. If ForneverWorld thinks everyone in his audience is following his advice, and none of them are they're all fucking buying Blu-rays and shit, he's fucking delusional. Anyone's delusional if they think that the majority of anime fans aren't using illegal sites for something, because you can't even be an anime fan without watching anything illegal unless you're a fucking scrub who only watches the two most popular shows of the season. Because half the fucking shit half of anime history isn't on a legal streaming site. Half of it's not fucking on there. You want to watch anime, you gonna have to dive into something, You want to watch Neon Genesis Evangelion? One of the most classic anime, the most revered shows that everyone talks about constantly? Guess what? It's not on any legal streaming sites, and the DVDs have been out of print forever. If you've seen the show, I'm sure you watched it illegally. We all do it. We have to, because the legal streaming sites and the industry itself is not providing the fucking product that we want to buy. They're not giving us the anime in the form we want it. They're just not doing it. They're not doing it correctly. What they're doing instead is doing things like saying, don't stream this illegally. Don't go to the better product. Instead, come buy a Blu-ray. Come buy a Blu-ray that you don't want. And ForneverWorld's argument was, what about the people who do want them? You are a dying breed. The collectors make up a minority. That's how anime has worked. That's why Blu-rays are so overpriced. It's because they only count on a minority. They only count on a minority of people to buy it because they just don't think enough people care about anime, and that the people who do care are these hardcore zealots who are going to buy into their overpriced shit. But the average person does not want a bunch of fucking plastic cluttering up their house. I'm sick of it. I'm frankly sick of carrying all this shit with me. I just had to move house and pack 20 fucking bags full of DVDs that I never watch. ForneverWorld made such a big deal about how, oh, you're too lazy to go open a Blu-ray. It's not about being lazy. It's about, why would I do that? Why would I, when I can just go online and get the same product? Why would I do that? Why would I get up and go over there and open a thing and put it in, figure out which one of my fucking devices can even play Blu-rays? Because, I got a custom-built computer. I didn't put a disk drive in that thing. I do own a separate Blu-ray drive. It heats up and gets loud. All the Blu-ray fucking programs on the computer suck dick. I can play it on my PS3 if I can find that fucking thing and hook it up, or the PS4. But, I'm turning on a whole game console just so I can watch a fucking Blu-ray when I can literally just tab over and type watch show, and I have the fucking show. That is what people will do. People will follow the path of least resistance to get what they want. People will seek out the easiest form of watching it, especially new people, newcomers to the field, people who aren't like up their own ass about like, oh, I need to watch it in perfect codec, so I'm gonna download everything. And like, no, most people, when you tell them like, hey, check out this anime, it's really cool, they're gonna go, okay, where can I watch it? And you're gonna go, well, you can watch it on Netflix. And they say, well, I don't have a Netflix account. And you go, well, it's, I don't know, find it, you know, and they type watch name of show and they get Kiss Anime. Everyone knows these websites. People are acting like I did some big promotion for Kiss Anime. Everyone knows Kiss Anime. Everyone! Do not fucking kid yourself. Stop pretending. Everyone, please, stop pretending like illegal anime sites aren't way bigger than regular ones. Like, the people who are willing to pay for this are the niche, because most anime fans are fucking kids. Most of them are teenagers who don't have any money. Most anime fans are watching it casually, and they don't give a fuck about the industry. They don't give a fuck about the shows. Hell, if they wouldn't even know most of these shows existed until they go and watch it, so they certainly don't care about all the shit that they're not watching, you know? And like, fuck, people act like anime is like even if it's a big part of your life, even if it's deeply enriching, it's not the thing you most need to spend your money on. Anime is just something you spend on because you feel like it, like just because you want to have more of it, I guess. You hope that it'll keep coming out. Like, it's not something that's important to anyone's life. Expecting people to spend money on anime is kind of ludicrous. Like, you want to do it because you care about it, and you're trying to get other people to do it because you care about it, but try to convince somebody that, like, they shouldn't buy a nice lunch today, they should go pay for anime. You know, like, they don't give a fuck. Nobody cares. You're trying to sell a niche product here. And the people who care about the industry, they will put down for a donation button. You know, ForneverWorld made this huge deal about how, oh, a donation button won't work. Nobody's going to pay for that. People who wouldn't pay for that wouldn't pay for Crunchyroll. People who wouldn't pay for that wouldn't pay for these streaming services. The only people who, now granted, most of the people who pay for Crunchyroll aren't even the hardcore anime fans. They would just go buy a Blu-ray. The people who, you know, care, who watch Crunchyroll are more likely people who don't know about illegal streaming sites and want the convenience of an app that works on all their fucking devices, which is another reason Crunchyroll's a good one, you know? Crunchyroll's very convenient. Crunchyroll's about as good as you can do this. But this idea that we should all buy Blu-rays to support the industry. Go buy a product you don't want that has nothing to do with the thing that you actually care about and has 8 other fucking distributors tied up in it that you don't care about, you know, instead of just give money to the fucking people, you know, just ask me what I think the show's worth and I'll pay that, you know. And I know it works. This guy, ForneverWorld's going on about how, like, oh, he was like, oh, Patreon's different, though. It's nothing like this. It's exactly like this. That's literally what Patreon is. You wouldn't understand because you have a Patreon that you've, for some reason, never spoken about. On Twitter, he said that, he said, I was making fun of him for the fact that he somehow has made $2 from 3 patrons. Explain to me how that one works. But he was like, it's because I've never promoted it because I don't beg for money. Dude, you have a Patreon. Why the fuck do you have one if you're not going to ask anybody for money? The existence of it is asking for money. You have it on your page on YouTube. You are promoting it, you fucking idiot. But no, it's nothing like that apparently, even though literally what Patreon is people watch your YouTube video and you say, hey, if you want to donate because you like the video, click here. And then they click there, and they give you an amount of money that they think is appropriate for your content. Oh, shock! That's exactly what we could do for anime, which is why Trigger is actively trying to do it. They just haven't because, as Tatun put it on Twitter, Japanese people are too conservative. They don't like trying out new things. They don't know how to make a new fucking method. So that's why we don't have a better system, because the Japanese businesses are sticking to their old ways. And people keep saying, oh, there's so many legal hang-ups involved in that. It would take all this shit. Yeah, that's a problem with the industry. That's a problem with the way things are run. They shouldn't be run in a way where that's a huge issue. They shouldn't be run in a way where, like, they can't modernize because fucking corporations don't understand what the fuck the modern world is. They're not following the zeitgeist of how the content's consumed, and they don't know how to fucking sell it to you. There are other people who are figuring it out. You know, there's other services that have been successful because they figured out a pay model that works. They figured out how to fucking sell people shit, you know? Anime hasn't figured it out because they're trapped in the fucking Stone Age and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And if you're supporting these terrible business decisions that these people are making, I think that's immoral in its own way. You know, people keep talking about how it's immoral to fucking, oh, you wouldn't download a car, don't watch fucking anime on goddamn Kiss Anime. And it's like, dude, don't watch it on Netflix. Don't promote their bad fucking habits. Don't tell them it's okay. Oh, you're gonna lock up my anime for the whole season and feed me it with shitty subtitles? Oh, that's okay. I'll give you money because I care about the industry. No. The industry can fucking burn if it's going to have these terrible ideas, you know? Maybe the industry deserves to die. Maybe it is, you know, if a business makes bad business decisions, that business deserves to go out of business, you know? And then it can reform if they can figure out what the fuck they're supposed to do, or change, or transform, get with the times. It's what you have to do as a business. That's how it works, is that you evolve to meet the demands of your audience. Because if you're supplying something that no one is demanding, like Blu-rays, then you're fucking yourself. Anyways, that's my point, I think. I don't know, fuck ForneverWorld. I don't understand how these people fucking completely don't get the point of my video. People think I'm like supporting piracy. No, I'm not supporting piracy. I'm telling you that the streaming services need to fix their shit. I want to support anime. I just don't want to buy plastic crap that I don't want. I don't want to be sold something that makes me feel like I'm getting cheated out of my money. I don't want to buy something useless on the off chance that it might give some money to some people who made a thing I like, you know? And people are arguing like, well, even if it's a little bit, every bit counts. You know, like go on Crunchyroll and your pittance of views counts. But you know what would count so much more? $1. $1 would count more than all the views I put on their show. You know, if I buy the hunk of plastic, it's a better deal. Like, if I do anything, give me an avenue to do anything else. Yeah, sure, there's not anything else right now. I understand that. If you want to pay for these streaming services because you need to support the industry now and there's no better way to do it in your mind, go ahead, go crazy. But I don't think we should be rewarding them for making terrible decisions on how they sell us their anime. Give me a way that I can just pay you outright. You know, I know how useless views are and ad revenue is and divvied up cash because I'm a YouTuber and I make jack shit off of ad revenue and I make fuckloads off of Patreon because $1 on Patreon is worth more than every view you will ever do on my channel unless you watch every video I've ever made. So, yeah, that's my stance here. Fuck.